Oh, great, I'm nervous. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sensory Rooms. My name is Flicker, and today I'm going to be giving you a quick guide to this place. Give me a moment to adjust my settings, and then we'll be off. Oh. Truly, this place has a lot to offer and a lot to do. If you don't know what you're doing, it's going to take a while. If you know what you're doing, then it shouldn't take more than like an hour or two. Maybe 3 if you're going for the full experience, as intended, but that's for another day. Thank you, goodbye. We're immediately just going up here and collecting this, because we're going to need it later. And I'm collecting pixelite from around the area, because that's also going to be useful in buying stuff from the shop later. Now, first major quest I would consider out of all of them would be this one. Getting the sun form and then collecting cheese, as it allows more access to a deeper part of the sensory rooms. Even if it's not much variety, it's some. And you'll need that in order to get the trophy. There's the light of the sun form. Oh. That light will protect you from bad vibes and otherwise. So now that we've got the cheese, I'm gonna have us head right on over here to Vapor. Not Vapor Wave, just Vapor. Oi. And we're just gonna do a quick quest over here now. Respawn, so as to travel a shorter distance. Get these 2 rooms. I nearly said these 2 moons. Ah, yes. We will be looking at moons today. Oh, jeez. Nice moonlit night is always good for a campfire, though. In any case, we're going to be getting those 2 rooms marked off our list right now. Just so that way we can just, not have to worry about them later. Because backtracking is the one thing I want to cut down on and minimize with this run-through of everything. After all, there's a lot to do and see. And if some of you aren't willing to waste time, then you're going to want something like this to keep you company. In any case, we have now visited the rooms of order and chaos. There's not much else left to do but continue on our way. And down to the depths of water. Wonder how cold it is at the bottom of the ocean. Or would it not be cold due to, like, the pressure of all the water above it? But then we don't have sunlight warming the bottom of the ocean, so that might also be part of it. Things I think about on a whim. Because why the fuck not? But as you may have noticed, we just got that little quest done, so now we can get this little quest done. which we don't even know is a quest yet because we don't have the hotfix, but that's for people who want to take the full, genuine experience, i.e. figuring this all out themselves. Of which I would deeply suggest if you're going to be doing anything here. Have your own experience and explorations with this place first before consulting a guide. It's just so much more deeply rewarding. Now, why are we climbing the tree? Pretty easy. We want to get as many rooms marked off the list as possible, because there are 64 available rooms without clipping out of bounds or activating any major quests. Plus, I don't know if any of the major quests are going to be accessible right now until we get everything. So that will have to be a testing day at some point. Yep, that's this room. Respawn. Oh my goodness. Now we're gonna go back through here. Why? Well, there's a path we didn't take before. We do need to get other rooms off the list. So, let's head up on into space, where there's planets and stars and whatever the fuck else. Oh, what's this over here? Well, it looks like a mountain. Or at least that's what you're told. I don't personally see it, but whatever. Now we're gonna head right over here instead of going straight to the left, because for as much as that would be nice, it's going to make backtracking happen more, should we prioritize it. This is a great place for collecting pixelite, so take your time here, because you're gonna need all this stuff later. At least in the short term. If you're going for 100%, like, collect everything and have it all done, then yeah, you're gonna need to take a stop in every room and comb over it like hell before doing any of the quests. Why do I say that? Well, there are some out-of-bounds pixelite that you're gonna need to grab before getting any of the major quests done. Otherwise, it'll be inaccessible the whole time. Made our way past to Vaporwave. We're in currently Macintosh with the weirdest pixelite throughout the entirety of this place. And then we're gonna head right straight into Linux, so as to go over here and get some freeware from this motherfucker. Well, freeware, open source, I should say. Gotta work on making sure I use correct terminology for things, as that can impact someone's interpretation of this place. In any case, we're now going to take a quick dip into here to grab this, and this, and this, along with that. And then, of course, as I like to call it, we're going to be taking a dip into the Bone Zone, just to get it off the map and collect some more pixelite. And then we'll be exiting through here to take an immediate U-turn into Magic, so as to get a few more things off the list. Welcome to the Infernal Gems. You can click on these as much as you like, and not much will happen. Welcome to daytime, the above ground and or overworld, which is directly connected to the shop, where you can buy a hotfix if you don't feel like going all the way around to the hacker. However, I've included the hacker in my route because it's like, why spend a virtual currency that you don't need to spend? Now we're going to be immediately taking a left after buying the browser surf, because I'm going to be real, it's going to be very, very useful in the long run. Allows you to teleport around to places you've already visited, which will allow for a lot less backtracking and a lot more just direct action. This is where the other tunnel links up, but I prefer just to not take it, since this area is more of a contained loop once you know how to navigate it anyways. Because now we're all the way over here. Back to the infernal gems. Past here. That room is called Turbine, by the way. Into the apothecary. There's one back there, one over here if I'm not going to slide on the walls. You can make coffee here if you manage to buy the bag from the shop, but personally speaking, better to save that until after we hit a different point in our exploration. Because there are a few secret zones, like the one that I teleported into using the button code. And the next one upcoming is going to be very, very useful to just, I don't know, skipping out on Pixelate Collection and just doing what you want. Honestly, I used to like French toast back in like when I was a teenager, but I don't know, maybe too much of it or something about it just stopped being appealing to me. I don't think I've had much of omelets on top of toast though. I'm gonna have to try that one day. I may be able to mask it pretty well, but frankly speaking, I am still autistic. And texture, when it comes to food, does still play a role in what I will eat, let alone having eaten it before or not. Now, we're going to be doing another cheat code here, this time a more universally recognized one, because with it, we gain access to quite the interesting place. A niche of the internet that I call fun, even if it's not some place I would call home. Welcome to the Game Zone. For those of you who know what I'm about to do, you're maybe asking, why are you collecting Pixelite when you don't even need it anymore? It's like, because I'd rather build up as much as I can before speaking with this motherfucker, so as to use fewer rounds of this. Give me the money! 480. And now we are going to head back over to the shop, because we can buy more of these right here. Infinite money loop? Yep. The game actually encourages this. Or at least this world does. I'm gonna be at this for a bit, so give me a second. And how many do we have? 18. That'll be enough. Now we're headed back over to the Gamer Zone to scam gambling, because gambling tries to scam us. You want infinite money? You just do this. After this point, we don't really need it. I'm going to save it going back to the shop for later, as there are still a few things we can buy there. Now, keeping in line with little backtracking, or as minimal as possible, we're going to take the left over here, go down this long, windy-ass tunnel, because I don't know why the fuck, but okay. Into here, where we will then proceed to respawn. Because we've pretty much covered all the rooms from over there. Yeah. Welcome to this room where you can check your progress. I'm gonna go right over here just to get... Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna save that for later. Me changing my decisions mid doing something. That's usual. This is the one room I hate being in. Just overall because of my past experiences with it, so you're not going to see much of it. Mind is better than brain. And now we're up here into, as people might guess, the cheese room, where the cheese we collected at the beginning is available for us as a cheese ramp. Now I'm immediately going over here because it's one of the necessary locations, even if it isn't going to lead back to where we want. And I'm doing that because... After we visit Alien, we'll be able to just... I'm just going to teleport us directly back to the lab. After all, I could respawn and cover the distance on foot, but when you can teleport, is it really necessary? This tunnel over here connects to the main entrance room that we spawn in. So that's one of the reasons why I'm just not even bothering with it. Lab, teleport. That trash key we got from earlier after doing the soggy lunch quest allows us to access this area. Which is, again, necessary, just like the UFO and otherwise. I don't like the static. And I'm collecting these out of habit at this point. Welcome to Error. Bonzi Buddy is indeed a virus. Don't trust it for the life of it. Oh, so we don't have to visit near labs in order to get the trophy? Interesting. This room is called Zero. And yeah. So we now have one Sensory Rooms trophy. And some of you may have noticed what it said there. Return to the lab to depart the sensory rooms. It's like, okay, but what does that even mean? Well, that trophy acts like a key. to this door, we can finally fucking leave.
What?
Oh, great. Nope. Yeah, this place goes on for longer than you would want it to. Or longer than you would expect, I should say. If you're wanting to figure out the rest on your own from here and continue your own experience, I would say now is the time to do so, because I'm about to be spoiling the progress. And what do I mean by that? Well, we're on our way over to Order, and we need to sleep for 90 minutes in here. And I don't mean actually sleep, but more so just be AFK for 90 minutes in here. So, best to have some friends to talk with, or something where you can leave the computer and do whatever the fuck you want. In the meantime, hmm, I discovered this is through trial and error, because there was no other way to discover it. But yeah, talking to the NPCs, I eventually figured this out. And this will take us to a very bad, bad, bad dream. One that we're probably not going to want to stay in, so I'll be taking us through all of it pretty quickly. In the meantime, I'm gonna refill my water, play a phone game or two, and I'll see you all later. Oh my goodness. By the way, for those of you watching the unedited recording, I've gotta say, be prepared to just listen to silence and rambling. Because I'm gonna be real, 90 minutes is an hour and a half. And that's not a small chunk of time for anyone to deal with. Oh my goodness. Ah, da, 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 ah, da, 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 ah, da, 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 ah, da, 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 ah, da, 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 ah, da, 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 ah, da, 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Want to know a little trick I actually learned on a whim that's pretty understandable and useful? When you're speaking and you need to take time to think about what you're gonna say, go silent instead of going and as it'll make you seem a lot more mature and creating sharper decisions. Munch, no, I love you, but actually, wait, that you're allowed in here. Ah, blah, 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 blah. You can come over. Ah, blah, 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 blah. This is like a very unimportant part of the recording, so I don't care that Kitty is here. Although I am gonna have to close the door again later. That's a good girl. That's a patient girl. Thank you for being a quiet kitty. Ah, blah, 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 blah. Ah, blah, 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 blah. Hmm. Do you all want to hear Munch? Oh. The cat is like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm just being silly and giving her affection. Blah, 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 blah. Overstimulated? No, just one that little section right there. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, is Kitty indignant because I'm not giving her more attention and affection and I'm doing my own thing? Ah, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. Ah, blah, 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 blah. Ah, blah, 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 blah. Ah, blah, 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 blah. You know what? I should take this time to play with you and Leela. I don't need to be sitting here in front of the computer. 90 minutes is 90 minutes. Lunch. You're allowed to come down. Silly cat. I'm hoping to play. For as long as I'm there. I'm calling it now. Oh. Brain, you are stupid. My brain's like, oh, a song that we could possibly make as a meme here. Lonely, I'm so lonely. And it's like, no, I do have someone to call my own. I've got Lillian, I've got Freya, I've got the other cuties. Oh, it's adorable. I have no idea how long it's been, and I'm not gonna know until it just finally shifts. So until then, time to keep making stuff in Necromerger. Part of me's like, why won't you just stop this end of part of the recording, start up your run through hell in Weird and Unfortunate Things Are Happening, and get that part of the recording done. And it's just like, you know what? That would be a very good idea, except for one problem. I want to show that I actually sat here for 90 minutes. No, a lot of the reason why I'm so lonely is because I'm actually kind of a cold person due to my own issues. Even if I present warm and cuddly, I have a hard time opening up to others because Well, let's be real. Trusting people blindly in this world is how you set yourself up for hurt, isn't it? And yet, you kinda have to trust people blindly, otherwise you won't connect with others at all. You won't find people truly worth being around. There's an irony in that I don't like, but that's ever present. Because if you look for the wrong things in the wrong ways, you're forever going to just end up running into the people who won't be there for you, who make you feel like you have to earn their affection, their love, and otherwise. And yet, at the same time, you can't just half-ass it either. You can't just go and say, well, I'm going to find people that work for me. It's like, yeah, you may do that and you may succeed. But are you going to become the best version of yourself in doing so? In trying to build up a safe space, are you going to find people who actually want you to grow? Or who will just enable your issues more and more? Some people won't care about that, but I I know I do. Because I don't want to be stuck with all of my issues. I want to learn how to address them, work through them, and internally resolve them so that way they don't affect others. That's going to take me a while, though, be it in fiction or reality. Because, point blank, there are some things that are just flat out unavoidable. Because the more you avoid it, the more you enable it to have power over you, to control who you are and how you react to things. The more that takes over your life, it it doesn't result in anywhere good. Sure, maybe some people feel at home in that kind of space, but I know I don't. Eh, this is me just rambling, though. After all, what else is there to do when you need to pass the time? Oh, excuse me. Another banshee. These things really pack a wall up once you've got them all the way upgraded. Dear heck. Oh, excuse me. Mm. Yeah, I want another bat. And you can get werewolves easily. It kind of makes bats all the more important, since when you use them up, they're harder to remake, recollect. I don't know how to phrase it. Of course, we get a tome. Say hello to the level 3 bat. Werewolves, werewolves swimming in the ocean. Variation of narwhal swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion. Don't know the full thing of that meme, because I was never interested in it back around the time when it was popular, but it's grown on me since then. Kind of funny how that stuff works. Uh, well, then again, back when I was younger, I was like more logic focused than ever. The amount of autism it stored in me was not low. Because it's like logic is supreme. Why aren't people like doing things and trying to meet expectations? Why are people playing with words and otherwise when they don't need to? And it's just like because there's an advantage to that pure logic can't understand or reflect on. Mm. And I'm already out of mana for spawning in more stuff. By the way, if some of you end up following this guide and just chill and hang out in this room for 90 minutes and nothing happens, then looks like it's actually saying take a break, go grab a drink of water, grab some food, stay away from the game for 90 minutes. Or, better yet, get yourself all set up and ready to go, plop yourself in here, and then go the fuck to bed. Go the fuck to sleep. Spellbook. Oh, right. On one hand, I very well could upgrade that station and make further progress into this section of the game. On the other hand, this section of the game is already difficult to manage as is. It gives me a lot of rewards and useful stuff, while also allowing me to enjoy the prime gameplay loop without having to forcefully advance. Ah. Hmm. Mm. Oh. Oh. Ah. Mm. Mm. Ah. Hmm. Hmm. Given everything, we can probably just mute desktop audio for now. Oh yeah, I was in the middle of downloading memes. The cat will bap that which it does not trust. Remember, behind every toe bean is a murder mitten. Petty humor, has its place, but wouldn't go sticking around it. Because it's quite immature. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't update at all. Neat. Oh, jeez. Alright, time to mute mic audio. Alright, there's that. I muted desktop audio originally because I thought I was going to be watching a video or something. Do not fuck, because it would end up going to the same toxic cycles. Had to respond to a friend. And I wanted to do it with the voice recording, so that's the reason why I muted. One hour and instant instance owner is you. What? Why does the number just slowly keep rising instead of just jumping straight to... Okay, now I know it's bullshitting me, so I'm just gonna go over here, close this out. And I hope that me opening and closing my menu did not just reset the timer for this. Because if it did... Mm. I need to watch later. Hmm. There's no way. There's no way in hell this is 90 minutes. But I'm gonna try seeing. Because why not torture myself with watching people eat the things I want to eat?
We've got a three professional chef.
Mm. Mm. Now I want to eat brownies. Oh. Oh. Oof. Mm. Still tastes good. Aww. Yeah. Microwaves excite the water molecules in whatever you're cooking, which then bump into the other molecules, which is why they don't cook the same as if you were cooking them in an oven or baking it on a stove. Uh, Alright, I'm gonna try something real quick. Power settings, sleep. Yeah, what's everything I have? Alright, so that doesn't work currently. I think there's a few things we need to grab and get. Which is... Let's see. Shop, teleport, yep. Grab that, buy it. Grab this, buy it. Go over here, complete this quest. Alright. Oh. Now I'm gonna try that trick again, because I want to see if it's actually something that helps. Or is it an in-game timer for 90 minutes? This is the reason why I don't want to really just sit at my computer here while I'm doing this, because it just makes me want to do things in game and try to do other stuff, and it's like, no, the whole point is to just let it be and not do anything, and it's just like, lovely. Another round of testing. Another round of testing to do some other time. Oh, actually, wait. Navigation. No exit. Teleport. Alright, there's all of that. Navigation. Sakura. Not what I wanted. Same color, but different theme. There we go. Hmm. Yeah, still have no idea. But hey, stuff like this, it's part of figuring things out, both in life and in fiction. Oh. 90 minutes of nothing. Too bad you can't just buy some melatonin gummies from the shop in order to sleep. Would make this part a lot easier. I both love and hate that meme, damn it. Well, it's just too inconvenient right now, so I'm not gonna wait 90 minutes right here. I'll test this again later. See you all then. Bye.